EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There you go, right here. lady! 54 Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna run to
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Tannehill. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Flush to his right, and his throw here's incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tighten up.
Throwing is Mahomes on third, escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Check pass.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Mike. We got double up.
Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They run with Hines. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike 54.
Let's go. 30.
Let him know. Tight right.
Mike's 5-4.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way in for the touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
Wait. I'll go Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 95's Mike. Watch 95. Ready?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hey, we are.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's get it. Let's go. 95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Ricky.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger, a really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Yellow! He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, watch the lane.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Tannehill.
I got one.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm coming.
Check 31, check 31. Check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
Come on. Check three.
Watch that.
Hey, 15.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. 20. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
55's mine, guys. 55.
You don't want it? You don't want none of that?
Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Hero 15.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watching you 5.
I'm coming.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
I'm coming.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half, you know.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead.
Rush comes and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, there are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited, but when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
This is more where I came from.
Here we go. 28. Hurry.
54. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, watch that.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. We're at 30.
Let's go.
Block.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight.
Tannehill throwing again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And again, this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
54. Mike, 54.
All right, D, let's go.
Now Tannehill. And it's caught. Touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Mark the blue lady.
Watch the slant. 95's Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On play action, it's Mahomes. The left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
95's Mike. Watch
Now it's Hines. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Yeah, baby.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Check pass. Check pass.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's it,
Well,
baby.
that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Yellow. That's a lot,
Here I come.
Check. 55's the Mike. Check. 55's the Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Easy.
Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
95's Mike. Watch 95.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Hey, 43.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
Here we go.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam.
Throwing now, Tannehill.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Lady!
Mike's 5-4. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, 30, the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.